play some Sentinels.
Oh, pickle fans, come on.
Oh, you've been quoted out of context. You must be a famous person now.
I am a famous person now. But we're gonna win. Unless the environment kills us. So yeah, I could have waited and
taken... damage! Grand Warlord boss!
I did not think that would work out, but it did. Well done, team.
Woo! Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday, it's 7-ish, so that's time to welcome you to Sentinels Live. Yes, as you guys can see, we've got a cool new intro happening. You can thank Krista, aka Drista, for that. That has been her project for like a week now. I'm like, man, we need like a real good opening or something. And she was like, I'm on it. All right, so thank you, everyone, for joining us on the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse. The goal of these streams is to have fun, of course, while showing you how to play the game, as well as maybe covering some strategies that can help you win. Handelabra does believe in civil rights for everyone, and in being as inclusive as possible, so comments or activity that are actively working against that goal are not welcome and will simply not be tolerated. Couple quick show notes before we go any further. We do have Dev Stream 2, Return of the Dev, tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. That is, it's actually a double header of Dev streams. You got Jean-Marc and John doing some more bottom of the ninth Dev for you. So if you're not doing anything or you want to have something on while you're working, check out twitch.tv/Handelabra Games tomorrow at 1 p.m. A couple of other
super cool programming.
Indeed. It's very cool. Get a quick peek behind the curtain, see how the sausage is made. Another thing we did want to mention is that the Sentinels of Earth Prime Kickstarter is in their last couple of days. They have already cracked 120 or 130. Did they crack 130?
140.
140. They cracked 140.
140.
What? Not quite the 400 that we need to absolutely 100% totally and above all else guarantee that it will come to the digital game, but it will still do really well. It's obviously already funded, so it's going to be a real thing either way, but they're obviously always looking for more. There's a couple stretch goals still to get, so check that out.
The bigger it gets, the more direct evidence we have that it will sell well for digital. So
indeed. And then I'm going to pop two links in the chat here. For those of you who don't know, Sentinels and Season 1 are currently on sale on Humble Store right now. So if you're looking, a lot of you who are already watching probably already have the game, but if you've got friends who you're trying to get interested, they can pick up Sentinels nice and cheap right now. Someone asks, again with the crazy green, a witty username 1234 asks, is there a chance we can get it without the 400,000? There's a chance for everything. In an infinite universe, all things are possible. The $400,000 stretch goal was to absolutely guarantee that that would be essentially the next sort of thing we would work on. Like, as soon as it's done, we would absolutely move ahead and just go ahead and do it. Now, that doesn't mean that if they don't hit the 400,000 that we won't make it. It just means that it's not pre-funded. So we'll have to do our usual due diligence and sort of see how it's selling on the tabletop, which is kind of what we do. You know, when we approach a partner to work with them on making a digital version of their tabletop game, we do things like look at how many copies have sold, look at how quickly it's selling, look at how many fans are online talking about it, that kind of stuff. So, so that would be the thing that we would need to go through if it doesn't, which it doesn't look like it's going to, hit 400,000. But if you checked out their update that they just launched or just released today, you know that they're playing the long game with Sentinels of Earth Prime, just like Sentinels of the Multiverse. They've got plans for expansions, they've got plans for support through 2020 or some kind of crazy time like that. So that is definitely a thing that we would very much like to do. It's just a question of finding the funding for it and finding a way to get it into our schedule.
2020 is not the far future. It is 3 years away.
It is the far-flung future!
I remember when it was the far future.
When it's 2020 and we're still doing Sentinels Live, I'm going to start opening every episode with, "Welcome to the world of tomorrow!" That's what I'm doing.
Someone's going to hold you to that.
I'm going to hold myself to that. All right, so if you do enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And be sure to check out all the other shows right here on twitch.tv/Handelabra Games, by which I mean twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. Dolphins Dive is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, but not this week. We've got a brief break for Dolphins Dive, so check back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Tales from the Archive is Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check out those shows. And, of course, I just mentioned we've got another dev stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel, MRJHANDEL. And joining me, as always, is John. Say hi, John.
Hello.
You can follow him at Migrant P. And you can always follow the company at Handelabra on Twitter. So John is back home, I say in air quotes, in as much as home has a meaning for a vagabond such as himself. So where are you today, John?
I'm in the mysterious white room.
Indeed.
I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Mm-hmm. We're back here for a few months, and we'll see where we end up next, but we're here for a little while.
Yeah, so you're basically getting ready to plan essentially phase 3 of this sort of like crazy trip around the world, because like you kind of come back to Halifax in the middle whenever you're going on one of these cycles, right?
Well, not really too much. Like we were in Halifax for just like 2 weeks the last time we were here. So
okay. Yeah, and you've probably clocked at least a dozen countries at this point, right?
More than that.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah. Right on.
I haven't kept track of the number, but quite a few.
I believe you have a blog.
Yeah, we have a blog at waywardlovers.com.
There you go. That'll give you, if you're interested in following not only his Sentinels-related activities, but his travel-related activities, check that out, waywardlovers.com. And, of course, I have my personal project at thefastcast.com, which is finally back in the swing of things. I took a couple of months off when I was traveling a lot, but it is finally back. I just posted my Batman v Superman review. It was very timely, only almost 2 years after the movie came out. All right. As we are the developers, you can always be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe even see some stuff before anyone else. I think we are going to show off a couple new team villains tonight. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we typically play at least 2 games in every 2-hour episode. Sentinels in the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old analog, cardboard, and ink. So check out sentinelsdigital.com for more info and to download and try the demo absolutely free. All right. So let's pop into an online multiplayer game. I'll make a new one here for you, John. I am in Mystery Comics number 404.
404, mystery not found.
404! All right, so let's see. Who have we not shown off on the team villains here? I know we've shown off Biomancer. I know we've shown off Citizen's Hammer of Anvil, and we showed off Greaser. It had to have been one already existing one. Was it Plague Rat? I can't remember.
We showed Le Capitan.
Oh, Le Capitan, yes. All right, so... All right, well, since I was mentioning Plague Rat, let's show off Plague Rat. Let's pop him open real quick. Setup. At the start of the game, Plague Rat enters play chemically leashed pursuer, side up. Plague Rat's deck is shuffled and cards are revealed from the top until 2 handlers are revealed and put into play. You guys might recognize the handlers. We'll get to those in a minute. The other revealed cards are shuffled back into Plague Rat's deck. Plague Rat is immune to toxic damage. If there are no handlers in play, increase damage dealt by Plague Rat by 2. At the end of Plague Rat's turn, Plague Rat deals each target 1 toxic damage. Then Plague Rat deals the 2 handlers with the lowest HP 2 melee damage each. I like this version of Plague Rat a lot because he really is thematically different than the previous version and then a lot of the other villains, because he is sort of a villain that's trying to be sort of kept under control by RevaCorp, but they're kind of failing. And I think that's really, really cool. And one thing you'll notice, actually, the more you play a lot of these team villain games, is that these people are a team in that they're all working together, kind of, but they're not a team like the Freedom 5 is a team. You know, so they're constantly splashing damage on each other and, you know, not being careful to not hit each other. It really is, it's fantastic the way that the theme really bleeds through in this, even more in some ways than I think a lot of the single villains. So, all right, so okay, so we got Plague Rat, and then I guess we haven't shown off Bugbear. So
well, I think we should just show one at a time.
Oh, you do one at a time? All right, we'll do one at a time. And then we'll do Baron Blade, Friction, and Proletariat. And, all right, so if we're doing Plague Rat, I assume his nemesis is still Chrono Ranger, right?
Nope.
It's not. Wrong. Let me pop that open. Oh, his nemesis is Setback. All right, interesting. So I'll do Setback here. Bloop. And then...
I've chosen a couple of heroes in honor of the Unity episode.
I was going to say, you just you saw the Unity episode came up, so you've got Unity, so that's not going to let me take Unity. So I think maybe I'll do... I feel like it's either going to be a Tachyon or a Legacy, but maybe I'll just go Wild Card. Yeah, I'm going to do Scholar. That should be interesting. Actually, no, I'm not going to do Scholar. I'm going to do... I was playing some Termi-Nation games earlier, so I'm going to do Termi-Nation Absolute Zero. That's what I'm going to do. So that's a Proletariat thingy, but then also, obviously, he's a little dangerous.
Very self-destructive theme we have here.
Exactly, yes. So, all right, so we'll let them vote for environment. Starting now. All right, any environment is in play, so feel free to pick any of the environments in the list.
Environment.
Yeah, I was typing quickly. Environment.
One vote for Madame Mittermeier.
So someone voted for Egypt, which is not an environment.
Maybe they're talking about something else.
Although it sounds like, yeah, Tomb of Anubis could potentially be what they were voting for. Temple. 2 for the Temple. I assume that's Temple of Zhulong. Wagner Mars Base, Underground Lava Place. Yeah, so we got 2.
There's like 3 for Madame Mittermeier.
Oh, is that 3 for Madame Mittermeier? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Oh, that means I got to set up my iTunes to play a music because we don't have
Play a music.
I have to play a music. Checking iTunes library. Is that because I force quit iTunes? Yes, it probably is. All right, so Madame Mittermeier's it is. Let's random. Oh, I hit the wrong damn button. Stupid. All right, hang on. Fantastical Festival, and who did I say? I said. Go back to this. I had done Termi-Nation Absolute Zero, and not the Scholar. Who was my other hero? Oh, Setback. There's Setback. There he is, all the way at the end. Bloop.
It was the Scholar for a second.
It was the Scholar for a second. That's why I got confused. All right. iTunes is still checking the library, so there's going to be no music for a minute until I can get that running.
Just play some carnival music.
FPO default opening line. Oh, hang on. Ultimate SOTM. And Time Cataclysm. Put that way down. And 1. Boom. All right. So much anger. If I cannot list, then I shall fight. All right. So, Mr. Fixer, Dark Watch variety, starts with an alternating Tiger Claw, Harmony, Riveting Crane, Salvage Yard. Setback has got Cash Out, Cause and Effect, Plucky Break, Surprising Fortune. Excuse me. Is this Golem Unity? Yes, Golem Unity. Has got Brainstorm, excuse me. I saw Golem Spawn and Brainstorm, and so I just made that into Brainspawn. Flash Forge, Platform Bot, and Swift Bot. And Absolute Zero, Termi-Nation's got Cryo Chamber, Focused Apertures, Fueled Freeze, and Isothermic Transducer. Plague Rat Incap, please. Yes, sir! Ha! Whatever you say, sir! At the start of Plague Rat's turn, the environment target with the highest HP is destroyed.
Joke's on you, this environment has no targets.
Alright, so let's get started. So out comes the RevoCorp Neutralizer and the RevoCorp Analyst. Those guys look familiar.
They look like those RevoCorp guys.
Yeah.
Ratbusters.
I guess the question is, if Plague Rat gets out of control, who are you gonna call? RevoCorp people! Alright, out comes our Proletariats. So I assume everybody listened to the Vengeful 5 episode last week, so you know all about this version of Baron Blade, Friction, Proletariat. Alright, so here comes Plague Rat.
2 analysts. That's dangerous.
Yeah, let's pop them open. Alright, so the Revocorp Neutralizer is a handler. Increased damage dealt by Plague Rat to hero targets by 1. At the start of Plague Rat's turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 lightning damage. And then the Analyst is a handler. At the first time Plague Rat is dealt damage each turn, play the top card of Plague Rat's deck. And at the start of Plague Rat's turn, shuffle Plague Rat's trash into his deck.
Yeah, I'm not sure the order is going to matter here because nothing's going to get destroyed.
Yeah, and we don't have anything out, so...
But it's going to hurt us a bunch.
Wakuki says, whoa, is Villains this far into development already? We're doing what we can. It's coming along. We have not gotten into our patented soon yet, but we will let you know.
We're happy to demo what we have. Okay. Is there anything that we care about having damage reduction? I don't think so.
Sidescene asks, I'm having a mental block. I think I may have asked this before, but I can't recall. Will there be a listening party for villains? Yes, there will.
Indeed. Any preference of a target we should focus on, or none?
Let's see here. So, Baron Blade still has his pantsuit out, so that's not going to be super useful. Friction is the lowest non-proletariat one. I don't know.
Yeah, it has negation bands, so attacking Baron Blade at the moment is not super productive. Yeah, we could hit Friction or Plague Rat. Right now we can... Actually, no, hitting Plague Rat right now is bad because of the Analysts, so...
Yeah.
I will just not play a card then. Because I would destroy it anyways.
Evil Dice Monkey asks, so are you saying that you will say soon, TM? Soon, TM? I would say that fairly soon, it will be soon until we're about to say soon. I think that's a fair representation.
Alright, who wants to be hit by Baron Blade?
Fixer's the highest. Setback could potentially... I don't want to do Absolute Zero because he's going to be taking a lot of damage.
You can do Fixer.
Later on, so... Oof, yeah, neither one of these is a good choice right here because Unity, obviously, to get bots out, she has to hit herself. But then Absolute Zero is going to be taking extra damage as Termi-Nation.
You can also do extra healies.
I know, that's true. Assuming I can get set up properly, which a couple of the test games I was playing earlier, I could not. And so he went down pretty quick. All right, Setback. Let's take a look. Cash out. Not really useful right now.
Cookie asks, how do you go about adding expansion? That's probably too big a question to answer right now, but you can go to our blog where we've talked about it a bunch, or to the last Kickstarter for Season 2 where we did a bunch of dev streams and posted about how we build expansions. So check that out.
I'm just going to cause an effect and get rid of the genetically fused Psyche, by which I mean pantsuit, by which I mean physique, because...
Sure.
I feel like getting that out of the way now. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten it out this early. And so, Baron Blade is not just the tank that's just going to sit there until the end of the game, potentially.
I would have used Field Freeze, personally, but...
I don't... Wait. Field Freeze? What?
Absolute Zero's card that he has in his hand?
Looking now to see how that would have happened. So...
I would have used Field Freeze on Absolute Zero's turn.
I'm not on Absolute Zero's turn yet.
I would have used Field Freeze on Absolute Zero's turn instead.
All right, talk me through. Clearly, I don't understand what you're saying, so talk me through what you're trying to say. Setback has a card that lets Absolute Zero take a turn right now?
No. I would say save that card from Setback for something else and play Field Freeze on Absolute Zero's turn. I don't know what. Is that not clear?
Yes, because
wait
Absolute Zero has
Absolute
not
Zero's
taken...
turn and then play the card.
Okay, would have means that the never mind. Okay, I now that I've looked at Field Freeze and I remember what it is, I kind of understand what you're saying, but the phrasing is poorly chosen.
Why is the phrasing bad? I would have played that. I would have done that play instead of what you did. It's not a big deal.
I didn't really have much else to do in my opinion, which might be incorrect, but it's an opinion. Alternate facts. I can do what I want.
Revenant. This is bad. Setback is in the game. Revenant has to go, or Plague Rat will kill us all.
Alright, let me pop that open once this all is done so that I can see what that's all about. Alright, so Revenant. Increase damage dealt by the villain target with the highest HP by 1. If Setback is active in this game, increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1. So that's... yeah, that's not good.
That's bad. They think he started drinking early.
So? I don't know what you're talking about. This is coffee.
Alright, I'm going to kill these analysts because I don't want Plague Rat playing more cards.
I concur.
You want me to deal you lightning damage?
Oh, yes, right. I didn't even see that happened. Yeah, I can take one. That's fine.
How about now?
Evil Dice Monkey, he's only 1 hour behind. No, just the one is fine.
I'm an hour ahead.
Hour ahead, excuse me.
And I'm going to hit Revenant.
Yeah, so Jesse C says time travel pencils are hard, and that's taking me back to Hitchhiker's Guide. It's actually, I think it was a Restaurant at the End of the Universe, the sequel, the second book, that he starts talking about all that kind of stuff. But and I used to be able to quote lots of passages from those books, but it's been a while.
I would normally play Swiftbot here, but Revenant has to die.
Ooh. Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
Revenant is helping with.
Slight benefit. But then they're going to turn around and hit us for a bunch of damage, so... yeah, they're both going to get hit here, so it doesn't matter. This might be a short game.
That's okay. We got all the time in the world.
Because I don't know if we can kill Revenant before Plague Rat.
Jesse C says he was channeling Hitchhikers, and or she. I actually don't know. I apologize for that if I am assuming the wrong gender. But I'm actually just on the cusp. I want my daughter to start reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because she's a little younger than when I discovered it, but given what I know about how she likes, about the stuff that she likes to read, I think she'll really dig it.
And the books are pretty much any age appropriate, I think.
Exactly. I mean, there's nothing like explicit or anything that I wouldn't want her to read. It's more a question of I wouldn't want her to not get it and then be like, oh, this is dumb.
Rare.
All right, so let's see. Are any of the villains dealing fire damage? I don't think so.
Not any of them. Like, I think they have some. They might have some other cards that deal fire damage, but yeah, I don't know if I would do anything.
Man, I probably should have just waited and played Fueled Freeze now.
That would have been a good idea.
Someone had told me that. Oh well. I think I might just skip, honestly, because if I can't get out... I mean, I guess Focus...
Focus Apertures is good to have.
Focus Apertures is always good to have, but if they're not dealing any damage that I can sublimate...
Yeah, but I mean, you want to have it for later, right?
Yeah, but I'm kind of feeling a little bit burned from my previous games with Absolute Zero, so I'm playing this game as if it exists in the same universe as those games, which is wrong. But I'm doing.
I mean, you could play at Focus Apertures and not use your power.
No, I agree, but this way now I have more options. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I went ahead and did. Yeah, I feel like the Martin Freeman movie, just to sort of address the chat for a moment, gets a bad rap. It's not as bad as I think a lot of people thought it was.
I like it.
And I think that Sam Rockwell as Zaphod Breeblebrox, like, he makes some really amazing choices that I think are really great. And quite frankly, I love Sam Rockwell. So there's that. Actually, you know, as long as...
All right, now Plague Rat is going to destroy us all.
I'm going to link people to a fake trailer that I made at one point. Ooh, the Restrainer comes out.
Yeah, he's not even going to hit the villains because, well, but he's going to hit them for 1.
Let me pop open that Restrainer. That is a handler that reduced damage dealt to Plague Rat by Plague Rat 2 villain targets by 1. At the start of Plague Rat's turn, Plague Rat regains 5 HP.
Well, he has Nemesis bonus against Revenant.
Awesome.
I don't think the order actually matters here. We're just all going to get really hurt.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell Galaxy Quest, Sam Rockwell Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was a much lesser known movie, but Sam Rockwell in Mr. Right. If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. It's him and Anna Kendrick. He's like a hitman, but with a conscience. Totally awesome.
Blub, 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 blub. Yeah, this is bad. Guess the neutralizer is you can get him to hit that. You might be still going through damage.
I'm tabbing, but I'm also doing other things, so... Here's a trailer that I made that features Zaphod Breeblebrox. Everybody check that out. Get some more views on that there. YouTube video. All right.
So
we're all 11 or under. So that bodes well.
I can't destroy Revenant, but I can. There was an environment card played also, but it didn't do anything because there's no attractions.
You won't believe your eyes.
So who's going next? Baron Blade, and he has the highest HP, so he could do a number on us. Between, like, he's +2.
Yeah.
The Vengeful Assault will finally expire. That's also been rough.
Yeah, Jesse C says, I like the Hitchhiker's Guide movie too, even though Trillion wasn't what I expected. I generally like Zooey Deschanel. As a matter of fact, I just recently rewatched Almost Famous, which was, I think, the first thing she was in that anybody knew about. And I generally like her. But I agree with you. I think Trillion, she kind of was sleepwalking through the role in the Hitchhiker's Guide movie.
I think what I'm going to do is hit Plague Rat with the hoist chain to keep him from killing us all. And hopefully Setback can take out Revenant with his Nemesis bonus. And can I blow up Friendly Fire?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh man, Bellasaurus says, I solved the Babelfish puzzle and pretty easily, but never really got much past that. When I was a kid and I played the original Hitchhiker's Text Adventure, that was the exact same thing. I managed to get through that puzzle, and then I never really got much beyond that. I always wanted to get more beyond that, but I started that game like 17 times and never quite got past the Babelfish.
Well, maybe Setback's not going to take out Revenant.
All right.
But since Setback's not active, Revenant's effect is no longer active. So.
Aha! All right,
So there you go.
Who wants to do a thing?
Unity could play a Swiftbot. That would probably be good. Or if there's something Absolute Zero wants to do. All right.
Actually, wait. I take that back. Since you already are... Wait. You did not already go. Never mind. Undo that.
What do you mean, already go?
Like, Unity is after Setback. I thought Unity had already gone this round. And so I was going to say, oh, let's do Absolute Zero so he can get more set up. But since she hasn't yet gone, she'll get the full benefit of the Swiftbot right away. So that's fine.
Okay. Stop. Cetizen says, sometimes Zoe Deschanel is reaching a little hard for the Manic Pixie Dream Girl vibe. Does she have another vibe? Like,
in Almost Famous, she is not a Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. And a couple of other things.
Well, she's become typecast as
she
that.
has. Yes, she kind of became the sort of poster girl for
Since,
that.
what was the movie? What was she in? I can't remember what the first one was, but she's that all the time now.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to inspire some repair. And flash a forge. And construct a pylon. And get a sneaky bot.
I will say this, talking about the Deschanels, her sister, Emily Deschanel, who is on Bones, I'd like to see her do anything other than be the character on Bones. And since that show, I think, just ended this year, maybe she'll start getting some other roles. There's a lot of targets on that field.
Yes. Well, I mean, Revenant isn't as dangerous now, because it's only the highest, but I might still kill Revenant. Because...
yeah.
Revenant's a bad scene.
So by the way, just to get you guys excited, I know that there are a number of people who are play testers and beta testers in the audience, but I recently had a conversation with the guys over at Greater Than Games about how Oblivion is coming along, and I'm not allowed to tell you the specifics of how it plays because it has evolved a little bit since they first talked about it on the Kickstarter, but some of the new things that they have added to it, you guys are going to be super excited about. It sounds like it is going to feel exactly as epic as you would expect the boss battle, the final boss battle of an entire multiverse spanning thing. It's gonna be great, and I think everyone's gonna love it a lot.
Well, the highest HP was Swiftbot with 6 hit points.
Makes sense.
I want Stealthbot to be taking 1 damage hits, but we'll see.
Alright, so I think we're going to start with my onboard module installation. Then my healer. Alright, so let's see here. None of them are dealing the damages that I need.
Am I super excited about implementing them, or are they going to be a challenge?
Yes.
Yep. It'll be a bunch of work, but it'll be fun.
Not an ongoing card on the field. And no way to readily deal myself cold damage. Well, on the off chance that that's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and put that, but I'm actually going to not use my power.
What, you don't want to get destroyed by the first thing that touches you? Let's see if we can turn it around. Yeah, actually, this would have done 4 damage to you if you had used your power.
Yeah. Oh, Cytosine says, Christopher was laughing by posting only one side of each Scion. I noticed that too while I was reading through that update. I was like, oh, what's on the flip side?
I mean, if there is a deck of Scions, then they could be just blank on the other side, right?
Well, my understanding is there's 10 Scions, but there's also a Scion deck, which are different things. That's my understanding.
Who wants to deal each hero target 1 projectile? This doesn't matter because actually we don't want to do Mr. Fixer. That would be bad. But Stealthbot can redirect all of this. And that's why we play Stealthbot.
But Louis says, since I've been in the dark about science, I was surprised to find out who Darkmind was. There's actually a piece of artwork out there that's been floating around that I saw some people talking about, like, hey man, what is this thing? And I remember seeing a playtester being like, I'm a playtester, so I can't comment on that, but I think you'll understand who it is very shortly. And yes, it is clearly the dark of the dark visionary, sort of doing her own thing.
Yeah, there's more than one art in existing stuff with that. Someone. Great.
And that's the tanker, so I think we've now seen all of them. Let me bring that up real quick since we haven't seen him yet. Reduce damage dealt to Plague Rat by 1. At the start of Plague Rat's turn, this card deals each hero target 1 toxic damage. And I will say this, I think it was an incredibly bold choice for them to go with the Ghostbusters 2 versions of all of these folks. Which is clearly what's happening here with the tanks.
Just choose for me, and I'll redirect to Stealth Pod.
Alright. Yeah, Jesse C, I don't know that people were necessarily didn't know. Like, I think a lot of people had kind of figured it out, but I think it was a Reddit thread where people were like, I'm not sure who this is. What is this? And they just weren't sure.
All right, we survived Plague Rat's turn.
We did indeed. 5, 5, and 3.
So I think I'm going to continue to heist Jane on Plague Rat because of letting us live. And I'll use irreducible damage. I guess you want your null point. If only there was a place you could go to read all the history of the characters. Sentinelswiki.com, the official wiki. Raptorbot. Oh, don't kill my Raptorbot. What are the odds Raptorbot's going to survive? He'll still try. 1 damage, definitely redirect.
Yeah, I would say this game is progressing kind of how most of my test games progress in terms of team building games, which is like they either go pretty well or they go really disastrously. All right, use a power play card. Let's see, what does Absolute Zero have? Yeah, I don't have my like deal a bunch of damage to yourself and others. Both of your things out. All right, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Either one of your... Absolute Zero is not going to do anything, so it's up to you to choose what you want here.
You could let Unity play a card so Turret-Bot could go off.
Okay. Is that what you would like? Final answer?
Sure.
Not going to phone a friend? All right.
Also, Turret-Bot will be the highest hit points.
Ah.
Oh, man. Lightning time. This is just going to hit everyone for 2 lightning damage.
Well, like, if anyone's going to not take it, can Absolute Zero be one to not take it?
All right. But he's the only one.
All right.
Yay, Stealth Bot. And Turret-Bot is by far the highest with 7. Still the highest with 4.
Four Proletariats in play?
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could just kill him on the start of the turn, but they're going to be doing us bunches of damage. So I might... I don't know. I don't like to hit the minions, but there's a lot of Proletariats. Raptor Bot is going to do 5 damage. So yeah, I'm going to take out a couple of these, otherwise they'll murder us on Proletariat's turn. I think I'm going to double skip and draw a pile of cards that I'll probably not get to play.
Ooh, powered Shockwave. Let's get that
nice.
played.
All right.
Doc Tusser.
Nope. Mr. Fixer, I guess. You don't want Absolute Zero to get hit?
I mean, at this point, I don't know that it matters.
I think the bots are like the best thing we have right now.
Yeah. All right. Any ongoings? Obsessive planning. Maybe I'll just glacial structure and draw 3 cards and play my next turn. I'm kidding, because that's not gonna happen.
You had played Focused Apertures when you had the chance.
I know. I torpedoed this whole game right from turn 1.
I mean, you should still play Field Freeze. Like, if Baron Blade destroys all our stuff, then...
Yeah. Alright, order matter here. Doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah, unless there's some reaction damage, I don't think so. If this was 2 damage, it would be very different.
I know, it would be so good if this was 2 damage. And I'm not going to use my power. Not that it's going to matter, but whatever. Yeah, so this is one of those scenarios where, like, my assumption has to be that the vast majority of players out there would just sort of pack it in at this point. But here on Sentinels Live, we play every game to the bitter end.
You can win. This is a winnable game.
Yeah, you never know. So that's why we play them all out.
When the game shipped, it didn't have a restart button, I think, or maybe in the betas it didn't have a restart button because it would never occur to me to use a button like that.
Yeah.
And I never use it. Like,
I've never used it.
I've tested it because people use it, but I never use it. Oh no! Don't redirect. Stealth bot will have to keep us alive here. Yeah, this is gonna be all stealth bot. Yeah, this game would have been over 2 rounds ago without a stealth bot. I think. Alright. Yeah, order's not gonna matter because freaking restrainers are keeping him from hitting villain targets, even for anything. So. We will get another turn. I can't guarantee we'll get more than Mr. Fixer's turn, though. Baron Blade could kill us all. All right. Oh, and he can't even with 2 damage, he can't get them because of the hoist chain. That's annoying. If I had a grease gun, that would be really nice. But that is not a thing I have. So I think I'm just going to play a card that I can then destroy.
Ugh. Well,
That's fine.
Oh yeah, stealth bot.
Stealth bot. Stealth bot, baby. There's a reason why it's probably my favorite card of Unities.
Favorite card in the multi-unity.
Alright,
Universe.
so here, Baron Blade is going to destroy something. I feel like it has to not be Stealth Bot. Have the 0, taking 1 for the team.
Yep. All right, what do you think? Both of my people are out of commission, so it's up to you, man.
Card Shockwave would do 4 to everything, which is pretty solid. don't think there would be any retribution. I would obviously prefer Champion Bot to be around for that, but I think now's the time to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go to battle with the team you have, not the team you want, man.
Power Uni might not be around for another Power Shockwave or on her turn, so. Alright, so order's gonna matter here because we want to take out some things that are gonna redirect and stuff. So a Proletariat. Oh yeah, it's 5 because it's +1. The negation bands.
Yeah, so you can get the other Proletariat and then go right after the main guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, those Proletariats are tough because they're doing 2 damage with Stealth Bot. Stealth Bot can't soak completely. And we're actually going to not quite kill all of those handlers, but I'm not sure the order matters now because the Shock Dampeners is going to still be around. Yeah, Proletariat's almost dead. That's quite a lightning strike.
I want to thank whoever it was in the chat who said the word sparkle, because that reminded me Sparkle Motion, which reminded me that I watched Donnie Darko recently. I got my anniversary edition Blu-ray remaster 4K whatever, and I have to do a fast cast about that, so thank you.
All right, who has the highest, and are we going to protect it with Stealth Bot? I think probably not.
Evil Dice Monkey is the one who said sparkle. Thank you. Because sometimes I question your commitment to Sparkle Motion.
Yeah, I think we have to keep Stealth Bot around, otherwise you won't believe your eyes, will kill us all, so... so I'm tempted to keep Swift Bot around because that would let me play Flash Forge and replace Champion Bot with another Raptor Bot or something.
Yeah, see, this is some of the next level strategy that John's good at that I'm not good at. I would probably get rid of Swift Bot because I would be focused on keep Raptor Bot because Raptor Bot can do damage. But John's thinking on a whole nother level.
Yeah, but I would keep the Raptor Bot, but if I get rid of the Turret Bot, then I could play another Raptor Bot and that's going to do more damage than Turret Bot would.
Aha.
I mean, Swift Bot is fine to get rid of too. I can't play Champion Bot because I'll kill myself if I play Champion Bot. So that's unless Absolute Zero can destroy an environment card. No. Yeah, so I think Turret Bot is going to take this.
I see we've kicked off some discussion about Donnie Darko. I completely get it if someone didn't like Donnie Darko, but it spoke to me on a very specific level, and it's one of my favorite movies. And having watched it again, the theatrical cut, just within the last month or so, I still love it. It's still amazing.
We could go Raptor Bot for immediate damage or Cryo Bot, which would become a high hit point target, which is actually something we need. And if... yeah. Okay, Cryobot. Let's do it. I don't know if that's the right call, but I feel like having a 7 hit point target is very useful for us right now.
Especially one that's going to retribute.
Yeah.
Retribute?
That's going to...
Retribute?
It's going to react.
Especially one that's going to hit back.
All right, here, so I have a Raptor Bot that's going to do 5 damage. I can take a Proletariat. I think that is the way to go at this juncture. 1 down. They've taken out 2 of us, but we've taken out 1 of them. Sad Proletariat.
Real Fan Fanatic is talking about which scenes he likes to quote. Good morning! That's the thing. I love the look on Jake Gyllenhaal's face when he steps up to that microphone in that scene. It's so good.
All right, I like that idea of reduce all non-cold damage by 2, or by 1. Seems like
Yeah, that could keep our 1 hit point heroes around for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and do that.
And it will still let Cryobot react.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, so this is making this all go to 0 except for Plague Rat, who is irreducible
Irreducible.
because of Mr. Fixer. There are not that many character cards with 5 or more HP, actually. Definitely none of us. But there's villains. Yeah, so here we'll have Unity, and Stealthbot is going to... Actually, it's going to be all 0 anyways because of the non-cold thing. In the first version of Termi-Nation Absolute Zero, when you use that ability, it said reduce all fire and psychic and projectile and blah blah blah, like listed all of the ones that weren't cold. Let's not have it say that. Yeah, this is going to be all 0 as well. I like this plan. It's coming together. And then Plague Rat.
Technical Frenzy.
Yeah, this is actually also not going to do anything because of that stuff. Which would have been nice for it to actually work against the villains, but...
Oh, to work... Oh, yeah, right. It doesn't work against Plague Rat.
Yeah, he's immune to toxic. All the time. And this is all 0 as well. Good old fast forward button.
Yeah, bonus pay to whoever came up with that idea.
I think it might have been Jean-Marc, I'm not sure. And this is also all 0 because of the hoist chain.
I'm sorry, did you mean the moist chair?
The moist chair.
Yeah, actually, so in order to put together that cool little new intro that Krista made for us, we actually went back through a bunch of old episodes, and so I was rewatching a bunch of old stuff, and I remember coming across the moist chair episode, which was a lot of fun. And
So
actually,
in theory,
thanks to the fans, because we did put a call out on Twitter about, hey, what were your favorite moments in Sentinels live history, blah, 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 whatever.
So I want to keep hoist. I think actually I'm not going to hit Plague Rat this time. I need to hit the Hippo or Baron Blade, who are going to deal more damage. Well, I guess they're going to hit Cryobot, and I'm okay with them hitting Cryobot. Because with Absolute Zero's power, I don't actually have to reduce Plague Rat's damage anymore because Absolute Zero is doing it, right? But he could. Plague Rat could still play a handler that makes more damage happen to us, which I'm not a fan of. So I might just continue to hit Plague Rat.
Fistful of Dice says, I have a really stupid question. Is there a reason I can't play against Choke Point in the app, even though she's listed with a deck in the Multiverse tab? That's a good question. Do you have... I assume you have Season 2. If you... here's the way it could possibly happen. If you bought Vengeance by itself and not Season 2, she's part of the Season 2 preview pack, which you only get if you buy Season 2 as a season.
She wouldn't be in the multiverse. Probably you've turned off.
Yeah, she wouldn't be in the multiverse. Yeah.
Can I answer the question? Because I know the answer, most likely.
Oh, excuse me.
I made the game.
All right, you were not speaking when I started talking, so.
All right, well, you didn't give me a chance. You just rolled right ahead. Anyways, most likely you've turned off that expansion in the new game screen under the Decks button. Who wants to... Oh, no one dies because Stealthbot. Yay, Stealthbot. And Absolute Zero. Can you vote?
I can. Agent Panic says, I hate it when parents fight in public.
I mean, you can go off and say a bunch of stuff that doesn't mean anything if you want, or I could answer the question.
When someone asks a question, I will free associate, and you will live with it. That is the answer. I'm just the incapacitated heroes. Don't look at me. I'm going to keep drinking my scotch.
We'll go AFK then, and I can control it.
I can do that. Boop.
I think I want...
Fistful Dice says he had the expansion turned off. So John had the right answer.
That is...
What a surprise!
I'm sure the only way that could have happened. The way it was described. And this is all going to be... I can't deal damage here, so... Skip.
Bell Sorcier says, someone on my friends list is playing Sentinels instead of watching the stream. I can't say that I have a problem with that. Like, if they want to be playing the game instead of watching us play the game, that's totally fine. I'll be honest, I was one of those people that did not understand why people would watch people playing games, and then I started watching some streams, and I was like, oh, I totally get it. It's actually a lot of fun. Like, I've watched a couple of... Now that I've finished Zelda Breath of the Wild, I've watched a couple speedruns, which I'm astonished that people have figured out how to get through that game as quickly as they have. But yeah, there's a number of other things that I've started watching, which it's just a lot of fun to watch other people play games.
I enjoy the Achievement Hunter ones with Michael and Gavin. They're hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, recently I've taken to searching... my game that I'm playing now that I finished Zelda, because it came with the bundle that I bought, was The Binding of Isaac, which was a game that I was in no way interested in whatsoever, based on what it was described as. And then I was like, well, I've got this game, I might as well play it. I started playing it, and now I am totally hooked. To the point where I'm actually searching on YouTube and looking for people like, oh man, how can somebody play this game better? I need to learn some tips or whatever. So it's definitely a fun game. I might fastcast about it.
Cool. I'm actually think I'm going to play Fall Apart because, well, yeah, Brainstorm isn't going to do anything, and I can play it on Setback's turn, so Fall Apart.
Yeah, DJ Matic says, I haven't started Breath of the Wild because I have no room to set up my Wii U. I never bought a Wii U. I bought a Switch, and I played it on the Switch, but it got me so excited that I went ahead and reset up my Wii and went out and bought used versions of Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. So I'm actually playing Skyward Sword when I'm home, but I play Binding of Isaac at all other times because the Switch is a portable console.
Let's see. Who do I hit? I guess I could hit Friction. Friction's incapacitated side is annoying, but Friction also has the ability to do like a very high amount of damage at once, which the other ones don't.
Yeah, the surges.
Yeah, so I think Friction is the target to go after to stop her from doing that. And Unity has enough card plays to like put out stuff for Friction to destroy.
Yeah, Forsaken One says, Skyward Sword is such an underestimated game. You know, somebody I talked to about it, they were like, oh yeah, Skyward Sword was okay, I guess. It was like the least well-accepted Zelda, and I think that was just because it was mainly a Wii U game, and there were fewer Wii U's in the world than any other Nintendo console, I think, in history. And it's available for Wii. I bought it for Wii, because I don't have a Wii U. But I'm enjoying it so far.
The world's biggest pool table! Alright, so here, this is going to be 0 because of Absolute Zero.
Have any other Plague cards come out that we have not talked about yet? I realize we're negating our duty.
You're negating your duty.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I'm negating my duty.
Yeah, Crowbot, hit everything. Actually, this might be dangerous, but I did hoist chain Plague Rat, so I think...
Oh, they said Skyward Sword never came out on the Wii U. I feel like I saw a Wii U version of it, and then I had to go find the Wii version when I was at GameStop, and maybe I'm misremembering that.
Oh, I didn't hoist chain Plague Rat because I didn't damage him. Alright. Well, we might die here.
Okay.
We'll see.
Negating a duty is not one of the Plague Rat's cards, but it is something that can happen in Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, so Plague Rat, when he has no handlers left, his damage is increased by 2.
By 2, yeah.
Actually, we could avoid this by redirecting that damage to Stealth Bot back in the environment turn, if you want. Do you want to do that, or do you want to forge ahead?
It's up to you. I'm AFK, man. Don't look at me.
Alright, well, you have to vote for rewind, so...
Alright.
I had thought that I had hoist chained, but I hadn't, so... Let's go ahead and do this. Will not hit Cryobot so that the handler is not killed. And Stealthbot isn't killed either. Actually, Stealthbot doesn't take any damage at all. Alright, so now... Yeah, this doesn't matter. So now his damage isn't boosted by +2, and it will survive. Plague Rat is... You have to be very careful handling that Plague Rat.
Yeah, so they're talking about the Skyward Sword. The whole thing with Skyward Sword is that you actually, your attack is literally like... with the Wiimote. And yeah, that is a little frustrating.
You're not AFK anymore.
I'm not AFK anymore. That's why I'm voting.
You can return to the keyboard. I played the Zelda game on the Wii. That was the last one I played, I think. It was good.
Twilight Princess?
I think so. The wolf one?
Yeah, you turned into a wolf, yeah. So I bought that one. I'm going to go backwards. So like I played Breath of the Wild, now I'm playing Skyward Sword. And when I say backwards, I mean in terms of release, not in terms of timeline, because if you are aware of the actual Zelda timeline, Skyward Sword is actually the very first game ever. So I'm playing that one, then I'm going to play Twilight Princess, which I just rebought, and then I'm going to go back and play Wind Waker, and I don't know if I'll play any beyond that. We'll have to see. We'll see how I feel. See if I've got free time to play more games after that.
I think I'm going to keep Harmony and hope I get a style and start doing mad damage. Overdrive. Might work. So Plague Rat now is at, he's hoist chained and he'll have absolute 0, that's -2, and then Stealth Bot will have -1. So even with the boost, we should be okay. Impulsion Beam. Stop being annoying, Baron Blade. I was actually...
So Prof Armitage says, I'm not sure if I'm old or out of touch, but the last Zelda game I played was the original on the NES.
Vote, please.
Which one? Unity?
Yeah. The first Zelda game I played probably was the Super Nintendo one, but I did play the original Zelda. And
yeah, I played the original Zelda on an NES when it was like the height of technology. And I
the gold cartridge.
Yes, and I absolutely loved it. And I had the same thing where it's like, oh man, you got to take the cartridge out and blow on it and put it back in. Like that was totally a thing. All right, what do you want to do?
That Impulsion Beam is going to be a pain in my butt. But I think let's play B-Bot. Maybe? Wait, what does Mr. Fixer have? Yeah. Let's play B-Bot.
All right. I'm AFK, so you go ahead and do your thing.
All right.
So show of hands, who thought we'd still be alive at this point? Anyone? Anyone? No.
I thought we might.
John knows what's up.
Once I got stealth bot out, there's a chance.
I watched the Zelda cartoon as well. Yeah, my kids are really into Pokemon all of a sudden. It's one of those things where, like, my generation, I was a little bit too old to get into Pokemon. And then everybody, like, 5 years younger than me got into it. And then it disappeared for, like, a generation, and now it's back. And so, like, my son, Poplio, that's his thing. He has a Poplio plushie, and Poplio is his dude. Oh, my God, even to the point where... And this is a great story. So I come home one day and he's in tears, and he's like, "But I released Poplio," and I'm like, I don't know what that means. And apparently he got this cool little like armband thing that he bought with his allowance, which was a thing that he can link to his 2DS game to like do attacks in his Pokemon Sun, Moon, maybe? I don't know. But he was trying to set it up, and so he accidentally said, "Release Poplio," which is like his favorite person, or his favorite Pokemon, excuse me. And so it was released. And he's like, "How do I get it back?" And so I went and Googled, I'm like, how do you get back a Pokemon that you've released? And it turns out that is not a thing you can do. Once you've released it, it's gone forever. And he was like beside himself, and I felt so bad for him. So his sister came home, and he's like, "Oh my God, Audrey, how do I get Poplio back?" And she's like, "I think, have you saved since this happened?" And he's like, "I don't think so." She's like, "You need to just pull the cartridge." And he's like, "Okay." So they like sat down on the couch with their 2DSs, and he was like, "All right, here we go." And he pulled the cartridge out, saving, and then and his 2DS was like, no, what did you do?" He put it back in, he loaded up, and Poplio was back. And he was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much, Audrey." He gave her a big hug, like, "Oh my God, Poplio's back." And I was like, "Oh my God, I did not know how to solve that for my son, but my daughter, who's 11, did." And I was like, okay, I'm officially not a part of their world anymore, but at least they figured it out.
I thought this was going to be a story where, like, you went to the pet store and got a kitten that looked just like it. Cross your fingers.
I'm having one of those dad moments where I'm like almost crying in the way that he was, because when you see your kids in pain, you're like, no, oh my God, no. And it's like at this point,
he's a mare's.
What's happening? I'm AFK. It doesn't matter to me.
It's fine. So, yeah, I don't think this is going to do anything because it's all minused. For what it's worth, Pokemon did not go away. You just stopped paying attention.
Well, it's not even a question of stop paying attention. Like, Pokemon was literally never a thing to me until Pokemon Go came out. It was not a thing that I had ever paid attention to.
Right.
So
I'm very glad that Argentium exists as the lowest HP target here. So I could have Bebot blow itself up.
And do some things.
Yeah, I mean, Maze of Mirrors is kind of fun, but also difficult for us to make our own progress. I'm thinking I'll get... Like, so Maze of Mirrors goes off, then the villains aren't basically going to be hitting us. They're going to be hitting themselves, mainly. We just won't be able to hit the villains. Like, Raptorbot will kill itself. But I think that's okay.
Side scene. 10 years later. "Can I borrow your car, bro?" "What? Of course not." You remember that time with your Poplio?" Sound of keys being tossed over. Yeah, she totally figured it out. Good for her. Good times.
Oh, here, this is interesting. Cryobot is going to not redirect it. The first damage, it's going to go to Cryobot, but Cryobot's immune to cold damage, so okay. That's good.
And so, by the way, I just wanted to mention earlier when I said Pokemon Moon, Sun, Moon, it wasn't that I didn't know that was the most recent one. I just know that Audrey has one of them and Xander has the other one. So I don't remember which of them has sun and which of them has moon. I think we got them for Christmas.
Oh no, a neutralizer. That's not good. Oh, but it's still going to be 0. Oh, right, because he's not a +2 anymore because there's a guy. So this is just all going to be 0 to everything. I think. Yep. Do you think we're going to win, Jeremy? What's your biggest odds?
I would say, like, my odds, if I would have put on it 10 minutes ago, I would have put on it at, like, 99% no. But it's slowly creeping up. I think we're at maybe, like, an 80% no right now.
It's for the whole time, it's like one misstep and we will lose.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Agent Panic says, I would have restarted this game a long time ago. It's impressive to see John forge through. Are you impressed with me just chatting with the chat about Pokemon? Because that's what I'm
doing. Never restart. Never give up. Never surrender.
Never give up. Never restart ender. Is the way that works.
All right. So actually, yeah, I don't want Mr. Fixer to do anything because he's just going to kill himself if he tries to deal damage. So we'll just double skip. Not having the hoist chain is actually problematic. Oh, grease gun. We can have, yeah. Setback can let Mr. Fixer play grease gun. There are no more handlers in Plague Rat's deck.
Ask John about Visionary versus Chairman with Lube Dolphin.
And here, Friction is going to kill herself due to the Maze of Mirrors. Guys copies Setback's ongoing. Setback has 2 friendly fires out. How many tokens should Guys get if they elect to hit him? Like you get 2 tokens for each damage, but not like you don't get double tokens or anything. Like the 1 friendly fire, you get 2 tokens for 1 friendly fire, right? Like if there's 2 friendly fires, you don't get 4 tokens. You get 2 tokens for 2 damage, period. Yeah, I kind of want to blow up V-Bot. Unless we have another way to get rid of the Maze of Mirrors. I feel like it's overall bad for us, so. Oh, but, right. It can't even get hit, like, because of Maze of Mirrors. It's not even possible for it to be hit. Interesting that we have a bug. Alright.
What was the bug?
Something with the friendly fire thing.
Ah.
Is that Impulsion Beam still there? That's annoying. Right, because we can't hit it because of business. I'm thinking if we want to play a Grease Gun, or is it needed? I kind of feel like I want Grease Gun. So yeah, let's have Mr. Fixer play Grease Gun.
All right. Villain damage on pause.
Oh, I guess we'll destroy the hoist chain. I have a jack handle. I like that. Playing with fire with Plague Rat, but so I can only play 1 card because of the Impulsion Beam unless I can destroy it, which I can't because of reasons. Ugh. I guess a supply crate is what makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would probably Inspired Repair into a supply crate here.
You can't. Impulsion Beam.
Oh, Impulsion Beam! Yes. Okay.
I would have done many different things
yeah,
if it was
fair
for
enough.
the Impulsion Beam. But the Impulsion Beam is like invulnerable now because of Maze of Mirrors. And here, Raptor Bot is going to blow itself up. I guess, yeah, the thing is, if I had played Volatile Parts, then Unity would kill herself. So, can't win. And, nope. I should have blown up Maze of Mirrors. It's causing me trouble. I need guys unredirectable damage. Yeah, I think we still have to do the reduce. Well, actually, I don't know how we can get rid of Maze of Mirrors without. I guess Unity could play Powered Shockwave, and that would blow up the Impulsion Beam, which is the thing that's causing us trouble. That would get rid of Stealth Bot, though. I don't know if this is a final countdown sort of situation.
DJ-O-Matic says, how excited are you guys to release an expansion where there's only 2 cards to test to see if guys is working correctly? Blood Scent and Living Paycheck, even if those aren't ongoings, and I'm just mistaken.
I mean, they are ongoings, but they're not hero cards.
Yeah.
So they don't do anything. Actually, Jack Handle should get around Maze of Mirrors, right? No. He still gets redirected to himself. If only we could gain hit points.
If
survive a hit to ourselves. I feel like if I blow up Stealth Bot, that is gonna be a poor decision overall.
Yeah.
So, let's do the reduce all non-total damage. We still have, like, actually, Cryobot is able to slowly chip away at Impulsion Beam, so we have that.
Unstable Midway comes out.
I guess if I didn't do Absolute Zero's thing, then we could have used B-Bot there, but I don't know. So here, oh, this is hitting SwiftBot instead. That's annoying. I think Baron Blade is more dangerous right now.
For those of you just joining us, John is giving a masterclass on how to not die when you have 2 incapacitated heroes and 2 with only 1 HP. This is what you guys tune in for.
We'll see. It's a masterclass if we pull it off.
I mean, we have had 2 incapacitated heroes and 2 heroes with 1 HP for like 2 rounds now. So, I feel like even if we don't make it through, you're doing a pretty dang good job at this point. Keeping us around.
Yeah, I mean, having the bots here to soak damage to the highest is helping a lot.
Yeah, John is giving a masterclass, and also Jeremy's here. That's exactly right. I'm here to talk about Donnie Darko and Pokemon. Oh, right. Yeah, beard care. Forgot. I should comb my beard while we're at this.
Yeah. Well, Baron Blade will hit himself a couple times. He's knocking himself down, so that will get rid of the Impulsion Beam eventually. Baron Blade killing himself.
That's true.
Yeah, I really like that -1 for Absolute Zero, and I feel like it's really dangerous to not have it, but it makes things slow.
I am AFK, so if you want to go ahead and pick.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I want to do.
I mean, to be fair, DJ-O-Matic, that is pretty much Par for the course. John is giving a masterclass, and Jeremy is also here. John is giving a masterclass of how to win a game when your teammate is actively working against you. That is definitely a thing that has happened in the past.
Not that bad.
Yeah, I would say if you can imagine that there's like 3 layers of Sentinels players. There's like newbies, then there's like me, and then there's John. Those are kind of like the 3 scales of Sentinels players. There's people who don't really get the strategy yet, don't know the characters very well, and they're just learning, and that's fine. Then there's people like me, who I know enough to be dangerous. I win probably 60 to 70% of the time when I play, but I kind of just barrel through. I don't spend a lot of time thinking through every single possible move. And then there's John, who knows how every card works in every scenario, and that's just the way it is.
Well, I could get... Yeah, the thing is, if I put out bots that deal damage, they just blow themselves up, right? Like, that's what's going to happen.
Vestas12 says, I'm a Jeremy. And I support you in that. Honestly, I would hazard a guess that the vast majority of our players are probably more in the Jeremy range than they are in the John range. I definitely think there are a lot of people out there who really know the cards and know the strategy and are really good at everything. But like our 15 to 20,000 active users that we see every month are mostly people who probably have played enough to understand the game, but aren't necessarily thinking through every single thing, to the nth degree.
Yeah. So I'm going to play Inspired Repair here, even though I can't play another card, because I want Crybot to get to the highest again, so that it can continue damaging the villains.
Cytosine says, I tend to be more a Migrant P mindset. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think the people who come to the stream are probably more Johns than they are Jeremys, for sure. The regulars, the people who are here every week. But I think our average player, the people who just sort of fire up the game to have a good time, are probably closer to the Jeremys than they are to the Johns. In terms of the total number of people. Trying to be diplomatic and I don't want to disparage the Johns out there for sure. Handelabra would not be what it was, but what it is without the Johns.
Or the Jeremys.
Or the Jeremys. Yes, that is fair.
Alright, Unstable Midway is going to do a thing to all the things. I'm just going to hit the villain targets first, because I want that.
Jesse C says that they are somewhere between a Jeremy and a John strategic. Good times.
Alright, so here Crybot gets to finally blow up. I shouldn't have choose for me there, but that's fine. And then once again, like B-Bot could prevent the Maze of Mirrors thing from happening, but the Maze of Mirrors is actually helping with Baron Blade hitting himself, so it's slow, but it is working.
Jesse C says, in Magic the Gathering demographics, Jeremy is a Timmy, John is amusingly a Johnny, and we're all Vorthos. I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, I don't know that much about the MTG community. Like, I know the game to some extent, but not that.
Yeah, I've tried getting into Magic now a total of, I think, 3 times, and one of which was digital, and I still couldn't get into it.
Oh, goodness. It's the start of the turn. All right. So, oh yeah. This is weird. Okay. Mr. Fixer, go first. I don't know what's happening here. He deals damage to all non-hero targets, but the first one is still going to get redirected because of Maze of Mirrors. So, I think Ruin, I don't care about that damage, so I will redirect this to Stealth Bot. Good. And the rest goes through. Nemesis bonus to Zulong. And this will redirect to stealth. Well, yeah, we'll do Maze of Mirrors first, so that redirects it, and then redirect to stealth bot second. And we lived. That was exciting.
Carousel of Horror.
Discard the top card of each deck. Oh, actually, well, no, it won't even matter if Mr. Fixer did this because he doesn't have a damage boost. Well, he would have had a damage boost against Zulong, but that's fine. When he gets a damage boost, then I can use this to have him hit all non-hero targets instead. And yeah, let's have Cryobot do some more damage. Chipping away at those villains. And now, oh yeah.
This is like opening trailer material right here. if we manage to pull this out. I really hope Krista built that in such a way that she can like swap out different different things for different bits. Yeah, wow. 5 and 4.
Alright, so this is all going to be 0.
I'm gonna come out of AFK so that I can fast forward. Oh, I guess that doesn't bring me out of AFK. Awesome.
Alright, so once again, Maze of Mirrors is still here, so I can't safely deal damage. I guess Stealthbot can take one of my damages, but it might be too much. It might blow Stealthbot up. That's interesting.
Yeah, Agent Panic says this has been a super amazing game. I concur, and I'm in it, and I'm just really just watching.
You're just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to participate. I want to get my participation trophy.
Yeah, I don't feel like I want to use Jack Cantaloupe, but I'm going to play Grease Monkey Fist. Yeah, I feel like that seems like a good idea. I really want like the redirecting one, but I haven't seen the ball game. Oh, come on.
Tricks new allies. Another analyst.
Well, there's only one deck other than... Alright, and here, once again, it redirects back. Like, Baron Blade's almost killing himself.
Yeah. Whew.
Actually, I think we're at the point where Unity could do a powered shockwave. Almost. Like I want to, if I do a powered shockwave to and send one of them to Stealthbot, I can blow up like the rest. So let's let Unity play a card. And I'm going to play Inspired Repair first, because there's no more Impulsion Beam. And I want to get more bots out there. So yeah, I can actually get lots of bots and then play Powered Shockwave. So, Raptor Bot now. Raptor Bot, your time is now!
Thank you, DJ Matic. He sent me a medal that says, "To Jeremy for the effort of showing up while John did things." That's good times right there. Is Drista's next project to collect together a lot of clips of you and then have them run in random order so that you never actually have to turn up and Migrant P never knows? No, that's not what's going to happen.
Oh, actually, I wanted to do Construction Pile and then use Construction Pile and then play Power Shockwave, but that's not going to work. That's not how order works. Well then, actually, can I get a point of Brainstorm through first? I don't think so because of the -1.
Yeah.
I don't know if what I'm doing is safe. It's just faster.
Yes! Come to the dark side, John. It's not about safe. It's not about strategy. It's about killing the bad guys right now.
So 5 damage actually won't kill Stealth Bot, so I'm okay with it. It's still safe. It's safe. 6 damage. Oh, right, but it... Oh no, Maze of Mirrors is making me hit heroes instead of damage. Oh, but I can blow up. B-Bot, and then it stops going to villains. Or stops going to heroes. This is a good test. All right. If this doesn't work, we need to rewind.
All right, hang on a second. I just have to ask. Jesse C., have you seriously not seen our company business cards? He says, if John is Baron Blade and Jean-Marc is Argent Adept and Jen is La Capitan, is John Parse? Isn't that your business card?
Yeah. The new ones.
The new ones, yeah. You don't have those. I have those here for you. But yes, that is exactly who John is on the business cards.
All right. B-Bot is getting hit, which reduces my number of things. But, oh, stupid tanker. All right, hit the
one
tank.
internet medal to someone who can tell me who Krista is on her business cards.
Destroy Maze of Mirrors. And then kill Baron Blade, because there you go. And kill the Analyst so that he doesn't play a card.
Not Unity, not Night Mist. She did do an amazing Night Mist cosplay at PAX East, but that is not who it is.
Alright, I think with Raptorbot this is game, so... Did you see what I did there, Jeremy?
I did see what you did there.
That was tricky. I actually forgot about that, that the Shockwave would target hero targets, but it actually was useful to do that, so... To blow up B-Bot. And Raptorbot is going to finish it off with a big damage here.
When this game ends, I will reveal who Krista is on her business card.
Well, get ready.
Yep. And there it is, folks. I did absolutely nothing for the last 48 minutes, and John managed to pull it out and show you exactly how it is done. That's pretty amazing.
I think in every other preview, we've killed the one we're previewing first.
Yes, I think that is true.
This time we did it last.
Good job, John. 1 HP on 2 heroes with 2 heroes incapacitated, and I think all 4 villains active with at least 20 hit points each. Proletariat might have been lower, but wow.
I think Proletariat was lower, but yeah, they were all active when we had 2 incaps, so.
Yep. Well played.
That is why you don't restart the game.
Exactly.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yes, 1 HP left is an achievement, and I would have gotten it if I had stayed in this game.
I think it'd be 1 HP and 1 hero left. We'd have to sacrifice Mr. Fixer or something.
Oh, that's right. It has to be 1 hero with 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why you never restart, and that's why you always leave a note. All right. All right, game 2.
Game 2.
All right, so who have we not shown off on the teams? So that was Plaguerat. I don't think we've shown Sergeant Steel. Let's do Sergeant Steel. And then on the others, we'll do Ermine.
I can show you my previous business cards. This is the front.
The Handelabra business cards are not online, just to see. So I will let you know that I don't think anybody actually got the right answer. No. Krista is Setback.
If you want my exclusive Code Warrior villain card, you have to see me in person.
All right. Let's see.
So Sergeant Steel.
Sergeant Steel. And Fright Train and Ermine. And that's it. Right. And I'm gonna be the Scholar.
You want to be two heroes?
Nope, just one's good.
All right.
Do your thing. And I will endeavor to stay in the game until the end of this time.
I'm gonna pick two random heroes. There we go.
Ooh, K.N.Y.F.E, fantastic. So K.N.Y.F.E is Nemesis with Sergeant Steel. Let's pop him open real quick. At the start of the game, Sergeant Steel enters play filter leader side up. Actually, I should say F.I.L.T.E.
Do you remember what it means?
They said it on the last letters page, and no, I do not. But I don't feel so bad because one of them didn't remember either.
Yeah, it's something to do with terrorism by extraterrestrials.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Extraterrestrial terrorists. Cards revealed from the top of the Sergeant Steel's deck until two agents are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the deck. Agent abilities or alien abilities, whatever that icon is.
Filter abilities.
Filter abilities are activated by this card and cards from Sergeant Steel's deck. At the end of Sergeant Steel's turn, the agent ability with the villain agent, the filter ability of the villain agent with the highest HP is activated. Then Sergeant Steel deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. And because I know that our fans are going to want it, let's flip him over. His in-cap side, at the start of each active villain turn, that villain deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 projectile damage. And we're playing in Rook City, because we don't mess around.
Not the block?
Not the block this time. FPO Nemesis variant opening line. FPO Sergeant Steel. All right, so it looks like Rogue Agent K.N.Y.F.E is starting off with Amplified Combatant, Focusing Conduit Blade, Overdo It, and Prime Punch. The Scholar starts with Alchemical Redirection, Get Out of the Way, Mortal Form to Energy, and Transmuted Recovery. And Haka has got a Haka Battle Mare, Tamoka, and Vitality Surge. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, Mega Gunner. I hate Mega Gunner. Actually, I hate FBI Agent more.
Ha. All right, well, that's happening. Let's go ahead and pop that open. Mega Gunner. First time Sergeant Steel or an agent is dealt damage by a non-villain target each turn, this card deals that target 1 projectile damage. Filter increased damage dealt by this card by 2 until the start of Sergeant Steel's next turn. Battle Medic is an agent. At the end of Sergeant Steel's turn, Sergeant Steel and each agent regain 2 HP, and his filter ability is shuffle Sergeant Steel's trash and reveal cards until an agent is revealed. Put it into play. If an agent is put into play this way, destroy this card. And now the card that just came out is the mission objective. Ongoing. Play this card in a hero play area that does not already have a mission objective card in it. Increase damage dealt to targets in this play area by agents by 1.
Probably the Scholar.
Sure.
He has lots of DR and stuff, so.
What happens if every hero has one of those in it already?
I think we covered that, but I don't remember what the answer is.
All right.
I think it just gets discarded. Okay. Let's see. So Mega Gunner is active and its ability happened. So hitting Sergeant Steel or agents is dangerous.
It's going to have some retaliation, yep.
Dangerous-esque.
Dangerous too.
We do have Fright Train to pound on, which I'm always a fan of.
Yep.
Let's see. When I don't have my base damaging power, I have instead...
Yeah, let's pop her open. Reveal the bottom card of a deck. Either put it into play or discard it.
Indeed. So... I think I'm going to get started with Overdo It and hope that sticks around, even though it costs me damage.
Yeah, this early, I don't have any problem with Overdo It.
Yeah, often I find I don't have enough cards to power it, but I feel good about it right now. So, and I'm going to reveal the bottom card of Haka's deck. Haka of Shielding. Sure, let's play it. And I can discard for... I think I'll discard Enduring Intercession. Trigger Justice 2 shielding points.
Balui says, wow, Homestar Runner. Yes. I was a big fan of Homestar Runner when that was, like, new.
When it was a Flash, tiny 640 by 40 Flash website, which it still is, I guess, but when it was something that people went to.
Yep.
All right.
Teen
Someone's
Girl
gonna
Squad!
lose a card to constant prattle.
The ugly one! So-and-so!
I think Haka can manage. He's got more cards because of that.
I said consummate, please! Consummate! Oh, man, are we going to run through all the Homestar Runner bits at this point? I think my wife's favorite ever Homestar Runner bit was the one where he's like, Hyatt. And I that may or may not have been the same one where it's like, and then throw some diagrams, and it's like eating 1 battery, eating 6 batteries. Oh, that's good. That's good times. All right, let's see here. Should I morph to energy? Let's get out of the way. Yeah, that's a little early for either of those. Yeah, I think morph to energy is where it's at.
Maybe start hitting Fright Train.
Yeah. You're doing a great job there.
Great job.
And my mouth is a broken JPEG. Like, that's a 3-layer joke. Because, like, a broken JPEG is something that we've all come across. But as anybody who knows anything about Flash knows, you can't have a broken JPEG in Flash because that's not the way Flash works. So it's really... That's good. Good times. Good times.
I'm going to whack Fright Train with a club. And an extra card.
I will say one of the best sort of like viral, maybe not viral, but like internet in-jokes thing was the fact that like all the Strong Bad emails were numbered, and then 100, if you went to Strong Bad email 100, he made like a joke, and then he renamed it to 100, AHUNDRED, .html. That was good times.
And we get another agent from the Filter Strike Force.
All right, let's pop those open. Filter Strike Force. 1 shot. Reveal cards from the top of Sergeant Steele's deck until 1 agent is revealed. Put it into play and activate its filter ability. Discard the other revealed cards. And we got the Field Inventor. 4 HP agent. Increase damage dealt by Sergeant Steele and agents by 1. Discard. And the filter ability, discard the top 2 cards of each villain deck. Increase the next damage dealt by Sergeant Steele by X, where X is the number of 1-shots discarded this way.
I don't like this.
Yep.
But it's happening. By 3. And that's going to go after Haka, I think. And we get a sharpshooter.
Oof.
Actually, the sharpshooter came out because the medic resurrected. She was in the trash.
You went to Scotland, right?
Yep. I was in Edinburgh for a month. Oh, I get to play a card at the start of my turn. It's amazing. So...
If you primed Punch right now, you could use it right away, right?
Yeah, so Sergeant Steele... Right, so Sergeant Steele activated the Medic's ability, and so there's no Mega Gunner bonus damage happening now, so we could get rid of the Mega Gunner.
Mm-hmm.
I could play Prime Punch and do the 4 damage right now. That is true. That's a true fact. I'm thinking about if I can manage to make a prototype servo gauntlet work for me. And I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
I'm going to do amplified. Actually, no. The first thing I want to play is the servo gauntlet. Let's go back. Start a turn. Play the servo gauntlet first, and then the amplified combatant. I'll do more damage overall.
I support that decision.
So I'll hit the Mega Gunner, who will hit me back for only 1. Well, 2, I guess the field emitter, sure. But then I can also whack Sergeant Steel for a pile of damage, and Fright Train for a pile of damage. And then I can punch the Mega Gunner and destroy an ongoing card.
Yeah, it's interesting to look at the initial HP numbers on a lot of these team villains because they are kind of all over the map. I mean, Fright Train starts with what, like 35 or something like that? And
yeah,
then
but he's got the +1, right? So that's part of it.
Right,
yeah.
He's got the +1, which is part of it. But then also, Sergeant Steel starts a little bit lower, just like Proletariat starts a little bit lower because there are things in their deck that sort of set them up for having additional things happening. And of course, you've got Citizen's Hammer and Anvil, which both start with, I want to say 17 or 18.
You mean preference of an ongoing card to destroy? I kind of often just leave Engine of Destruction because it helps destroy.
Yeah, I leave Engine of Destruction. I was leaning towards either Mission Objective or Uncatchable.
Yeah, Uncatchable, I'm fine with, it's easy to destroy with, 1 damage, so... let's go for Mission Objective. Constant Prattle is annoying, but...
It's annoying, but only if you are really, planning out your top decks.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's Constant Prattle. It's annoying, but you can
exactly.
You can get past it.
She's just constantly prattling on. Of course, occasionally she pulls a long con,
and we all have to discard.
Oh, here's a fun little piece of history. So this USB stick that I just picked up, this, strangely enough, is the USB stick that Greater Than Games delivered the very first content of Sentinels of the Multiverse to me on. I had forgotten that that's what this was, but it just sits on my desk. When we got the first disclosure of the 12 gigabytes of files that were the original Sentinels of the Multiverse video card game, so that we could turn it into a video game, it came on this USB flash drive.
And now it's all in Dropbox.
And I was just putting it in my mouth. Because
I don't think they were using Dropbox at the time.
Yeah, I don't think they were. They literally mailed me USB drives with stuff on it. What am I going to discard?
I vote for not discarding Get It Out of the Way, because I think that's what you should play.
Yeah. Yeah, Alchemical Redirection is fine.
And we're discarding the card due to the constant prattle.
Sonvar points out that Baron Blade has as much starting HP as Legacy. That's interesting. I did not know that.
Infernal damage.
Yes, I'm definitely going to. Yeah, this is fine. Cover that. And we'll probably get out of the way. Any order situation here, or?
I don't think so.
2, 3, and not 4. But there's 4. All right, and 5. So I regain 5, and then are we still going after Fright Train?
Sergeant Steel is pretty low.
Yeah, he's getting
and
low.
In our grand tradition of destroying the preview decks as fast as possible.
Exactly. That's what I concur with that assessment.
You've already gotten the bonus on Fright Train this turn, so. And you're at full HP.
Sorry, Sergent Steel. Get out of there. Know when to turn loose. Know when to hold loose is what I have to say about that.
Oh. Last stop. There's not too many targets in Rook City, but there is a Tony Taurus. Well, there's your HP that you got on your turn.
Yeah, no, but that's fine, man.
No, you want that. Exactly.
You got to have room to heal if you're going to play the Scholar.
I'm going to go with Taiha and do even more damage.
Yeah, so just to go back to the concept of, like, newbies, Jeremys, and Johns, I like to think that there are moments where John is surprised that I know what I'm doing. Which I feel like that has got to be a thing. Where sometimes John's like, oh, I didn't realize he understood how that card works. There are definitely scenarios where it's like, I'm like, wait, what if I do this? And he's like, no, you idiot, that's not how that works. But there are definitely times where I'm like, I'm going to do this and then this. And he's like, sitting back going, oh, I didn't think he was going to notice that.
That happens.
I'm sure it does. I've played this game a time or two.
Oh, here's an armor card for them.
Alright, hold the line. Reduce damage dealt to Sergeant Steel and agents by 1. At the start of Sergeant Steel's turn, destroy this card.
I was thinking of destroying the Field Inventor. I probably should have. We'll see what happens. Yeah, +3. Haka can take this. K.N.Y.F.E is starting to run out of cards. But I could destroy Sergeant Steel on my turn, so...
I'm just dancing to the Rook City music right now because it's so catchy.
Yeah, if I play Prime Punch and use it, I should be able to kill Sergeant Steel. So, I can do that. And that will be the end of our Sergeant Steel preview.
And that was Sergeant Steel, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed it. You'll just have to wait to soon to play for yourself.
I mean, I don't have to. Actually, Haka can just do it, and then I can do something else with the rest of my business.
Sure.
That probably makes more sense. Because Sergeant Steel is not going to be doing anything. Like, there's no Mega Gunner or something, so... What could possibly go wrong? So I think I'll just punch Freight Train then. And I don't have any cards left to play, so I'm just going to get rid of Overdo It. Damn it. That's annoying. Well, it has to be Haka, I think. I mean, yeah, it should be Haka. So... yeah, Haka shielding. Sergeant Steel is one of those villains where if you let him get built up, he can be really difficult to deal with.
So it looked like she just discarded Tantrum. Is that right? Yes. And every time I see that card, I think, Tantrum! From How I Met Your Mother. Tantrum is an energy drink in that show. And it's very funny. Tantrum! Tantrum! I don't want to get rid of either one of these. Well, I'm not going to use No One to Turn Loose, so that's fine. We'll discard that.
Have we seen Chris play seriously on the stream? I don't know. Have we had Kirkman on the stream?
I don't think we have, actually.
We had Chris Pramus last week.
Yeah, we had Chris Pramus. We've had Christopher.
Yeah.
Bedell, as it were.
There are several Chris's and a Christopher.
Yes. All right, you said that Sergeant Steele is taken care of, right?
Yeah, Haka will kill Sergeant Steele, so...
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and ping on Ermine here because I've already hit Fright Train for the bonus.
I don't think we've had Chris Kirk. Have we had Chris? We had Daryl on.
We've had Daryl on.
And I don't know if we had Chris Kirkman on. Don't remember.
I don't think we've
had like over 100 episodes, right? So it's hard to remember them all. Man, Fright Train, stop punching me so hard. Let's go with... Yeah, Vitality Surge. Get a different card. Another Vitality Surge.
By which you mean the exact same card.
Yeah. Well, down goes Sergeant Steele.
So we hope you enjoyed our preview here of Sergeant Steele.
And I'll bonk Fright Train. Yeah, Adam was on and made a drawing.
Yes.
That was fun.
That's true. Unfortunately, both Christopher Bedell and Adam Ribitaro are too busy right now to come on Sentinels Live. They've got all kinds of stuff going on with Oblivion and other things that they're working on. But I think we could probably ping Chris Kirkman. I bet he'd be willing to come on.
Yeah. We're going to, at some point soon, be getting a bottom of the ninth live type of stream as well. So, all right, Battlefield Experience. I have both my plus melee and plus energy. And so Battlefield Experience is going to be sweet. Actually, it's going to almost kill Fright Train. Like, I will do more damage by not hitting Fright Train.
In that case, I support that decision.
So, yeah, I'll hit Ermine. Well, actually, Ermine is the correct pronunciation according to the letters page. Oh, sweet. Amplify Combatant. Yeah. And that will take out Fright Train. Exactly. I really enjoyed the Vengeance episode of the Letters Page podcast.
I did too. Yeah, there was a lot of really good information in that episode. And I think I've said it on the stream before, but I'll say it again if there's anyone new. Like, there was someone posted a thing on Facebook, was like, post your geek guilty pleasure, not guilty pleasure, your geek, like, confession or whatever. And mine was that I much prefer reading the Wikipedia page for a deep mythology than actually reading the source material. And so the letters page really scratches an itch for me, where it's like, the comics don't exist, so that's not really an option, but having them just explain the story, like, here's the story, A to B, I love it. It's fantastic. I get to hear exactly what happens, and I don't have to wade through all that prose or comic books or all that other nonsense. That's good times.
Scholar want to be hit?
Sure.
All right, it is just Ermine versus the three of us.
Honestly, that right there, that is exactly the point from the Vengeance 5 episode. The fact that I was calling her Ermine for the longest time, but her name is Ermine. That is how you pronounce it. You pronounce it Ermine like vermin. All right. Yeah, I think that's exactly the right choice. Let's do that. There's 2, which should heal me for 2. I guess I could potentially keep moving and maybe
keep moving to the other mortal form.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Keep moving to the other mortal form, and then we'll do this, and we'll hit these fine folks.
It's not a lot, but it's the most you can do on your turn, I think. So, and Ermine does not have much left.
Ooh, I don't know. You think we got this, or?
I don't know. I think Haka's got a nice turn with Haka Battle, actually.
Yeah, so tonight you got one masterclass on how to win when you're about to lose, and another non-masterclass of how to completely rout the villains. So I have unfortunate news for anyone who's excited to come to a live taping of Sentinels Live at Gen Con. It appears that we were not chosen to be an actual sanctioned session at Gen Con, so we will not be recording a live studio audience version of Sentinels Live. Wah, wah.
Well, it hasn't been. We haven't been officially rejected, but we're not on the schedule. So
I mean, I haven't heard an official no yet. What movie was that in?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. Oh man, yeah, we haven't heard an official no yet, but we're not on the schedule. So if you search
It's one
for
in a million.
it, we're not there.
There's a 1 in a million chance, Jeremy.
Yes, but I was gonna basically say that if
you're
anyone's
saying
gonna
there's
be
a
at Gen
chance.
Con, please do come say hi because we are gonna be there. We're just not necessarily gonna be doing our full-on thing. So
You can probably still do it, just like at a hotel or something.
yes, that is the thing. We are still gonna try and figure out if there's a way to maybe do that. I don't know if there's really a way to do that, but we will see.
Sentinels Live from Jeremy's hotel room with a live studio audience on the other bed.
Yeah, everybody's sitting on the bed or the floor, and I'm just going to stream. It'll be like PAX East where everybody streamed in, and all of a sudden the stream went dead, and John was like, Jeremy, hello, the stream is not live. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Good times. All right, 9:06. I think that counts as a full episode, so I think that's going to do it for another episode of Sentinels Live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. Do tell your friends. It is on sale on Humble Bundle right now. There's some links. I can maybe get those links. Let's get those links. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Copy, paste. So tell your friends so they can pick up the Multiverse for cheap if they're looking for a good time. Thanks for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you do enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. It does help, believe it or not. I think we're just about to cross 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is super awesome. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more info and download the free demo. Tell your friends they can try it for free at sentinelsdigital.com. As always, I am your damage dealer / sit and watch John run a masterclass guy, Jeremy, and joining me as always is...
I am your strategist and developer, John, and tomorrow be sure to tune in for a developer stream.
That's right.
Featuring Jean-Marc and myself at 1 Eastern.
1 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for another developer stream, Dev Stream 2, Return of the Dev. All right, folks, thank you so much. We will see you next week. Have a great night.
Good night.